my second piece of the year, my second diorama. This is a commission that I made for a gentleman by the name of Ed, who has a stop motion YouTube channel. I'll put his channel, I'll put his link in the comments or in the I always forget what it's called. In that the little profile section, the little section that explains this video, I'll put the link to his page, so you can see, or his YouTube channel, so you can see some of the work he does. He does some pretty cool stop motion. So anyway, he had hit me up and he wanted you know, yet again another Alleyway. And as you guys know, I don't repeat dials. I don't give anyone duplicate dials. I always try to do something a little different, even when they want a certain format. So in this case, he just wanted the Alleyway format for Batman. This is gonna be for Batman stop motion. So he wanted something Batman themed. So what I did is, you know, this is my third one, similar in scale or similar in size. Just switched things up a little bit. Went for a smaller fence this time, just because he's gonna need more space for the stop motion. So I ran that by him because he didn't want a fence, and I told him, you know, I'd do something a little smaller. And he was he was happy for that. In that, I don't think he thought, you know, that he would, you know, you don't think that things through. I guess you see something, you want it, but you have to kind of be you have to be aware of what you're going to be using it for. So, you know, once again, this fence is just dowel rods and gutter mesh. And what I did is actually spray paint. I couldn't find the regular hammered Rust-Oleum that I use, and I went with an aluminum silver, or like an aluminum color. And actually I like this better, especially on the pipes. Usually with the other spray paint this stays sticky, and with the aluminum it didn't stay sticky. Now that's great. Somebody just left a comment for me yesterday and said, you know, I just noticed that you never put doors on your fence, so how are people supposed to get inside the fence? Great point. I never put doors in the fence for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, the height that I use for this fence this is the height for the you know, that this mesh wire comes. It comes this thick. So what happens is if I switch the other way, I have to start kind of putting it in sections, and it just makes it a little more difficult. And at the end of the day, what's usually kept in here is not even worth having a door. And I have worked at a place that had something similar, and this door would just slide open and then they'd lock it up here, but it would just kind of slide against the wall. So I've seen the fence in that style, so I've just always done this style. It's a little easier. If I was to do it with a door, it would be more complicated. I'd have to charge a little more for that, and so forth and so on. And ultimately this just falls in the background. This door is actually I'm going with, instead I used to just cut out the space here and then make that the door. I dip it in. Now I'm just removing it all together, and this is actually two pieces of foam, of this foam right here. Hold on one second. Of project foam board. So it's just this stuff you can get at the dollar store. A big sheet of it's like $1, and it's really cool because the back of this, there's a paper coating on the back, and it comes off really easily. I'm pretty sure I can even do it one-handed. So you can see it just peels right off. Okay, so this is what I'm using now for the door. So this was just two sections, just a regular flat section, then I cut it out to give it that style. So these aren't individual pieces, it's just a piece on top of a piece, and I just dipped it in. And I like this style of door a little more. I threw a doorknob on this one, found a doorknob in my stuff. Has definitely a little light above the door. The piping. This here is just, I've used stuff like this before. Basically, I think it was an Oreo cookie. You know, those like 5 or 6 pack Oreo cookies, and that's kind of the little tray it hangs on. So I just filled it with this is actually filled with spray foam, that stuff, and it's just painted in that aluminum. The stairs, or the ladder rather, is wood. You know, I just dowel rods and balsa wood, and I took a Dremel and I Dremeled these, and then I kind of glued the dowel rods inside the balsa wood. This piece here, I've done it a million times. That's that sewing piece, and what I did is I just surrounded it by let me see if I can pull it out. And I just surrounded it by skinny sticks and balsa wood, and just made it a nice strong surface. And as always, I kind of just cut the holes in there, and then it gives a little more stability if it's all the way through. This is a strip of that skinny foam, that project foam board. This billboard is on Project Foam Board as well. I don't know if you can see it there a little bit. And this is actually just on some really thin cardboard, paper on cardboard, as well as that sign right there. This is for the first time I used this is cardboard, just the inside of cardboard. I was lucky enough to, and I can show you guys here real quick, to get a couple rolls of these. So I was able in this case to just use that instead of carving it. And I think it gave it a better look, and I'm able to dent it up a little bit, which kind of looks cool. What else? The no parking is just stencils, And in this, I also went with a new technique for this, and this is just again that Project Foam Board. Basically, I cut out a circle, measured it, and this is what you have, which is kind of cool because you can actually use it to throw it at an action figure, or I used it in a shot where Iron Man was coming out of here and it was just kind of blowing up from the sewer, and this just kind of flew in the air, and it just fits in there pretty well. What else, man? That's pretty much it. You know, I did some paper, some glued paper on there. Definitely put some dirt and stuff where it would be. Had to spray this down about 5 times because, again, this is going to be stop motion, so there's going to be a lot of activity on here. And that's it, pretty much. Same deal with the windows I've done before, just some skinny sticks, and that's that paper, that clear type paper. It's usually found in the scrapbooking section of AC Moore or Michaels or Hobby Lobby. And that is it, folks. And really quickly, I'll just take it apart just so Ed has an idea of how to put it together when he gets it. So that's one piece. This is another piece. The light. The fences. So that stacks up, and it's as simple as laying on the walls. And this actually, usually I'll do this style once in a while where it's kind of floating. And I did this just to extend the floor a little bit more, give them an extra inch of room. But that is magnetized there and there. And bam, once everything is said and done, there it is. Alright, y'all, and I'm out. Peace.